It is what it is. What it is. It is what Mohbad is facing. It is what the father is facing. It is what his loved ones are facing. And it is sad when we now have a country, we now have governments that are arresting people, for asking for justice for this guy. Now police can react, can now respond when somebody is writing petition about cyberbullying. But when he was alive, when Mohbad was alive, he wrote petitions and you people swept it under the carpet. He even said when he was concluding in the petition, he said, and I quote, they said next time they see me, they are going to pie me. And you didn't do anything. And what you're doing now is to be arresting people that are asking questions. And you think your life will be normal. But when you let Nigeria, the evil going on in Nigeria needs to stop. It needs to stop. It is sad. It is disheartening. Please. And I'll be like, what has it done? What has it done? What has it done wrong? Feeding this young boy, feeding 15 people. 15 people in the house. Inside the 15 people in the house, no one of them, after 7 months, is saying justice for this guy. And in one way or the other, all the 15 people in that house, you have eaten his sweat. And all of you in the house, this guy died. You did what you did. And you even put his cup under staircase. You can't even lie him down in his room. Abi, you were so pained that you cannot even lie him down in his room. And not the narrative you guys were trying to push out. Everything is being seen. It is sad, it is what it is. It is justice for Mohbad. We will not be distracted by what is going on this black app. We're standing strong for Mohbad, and we remain focused on justice for Mohbad. And for all of you that you are a betrayer in this case, God sees your heart. And you will be rewarded accordingly. Whatever you sow, you will reap. No retreat, no surrender. We keep saying justice for Mohbad. At this point in time, I'm going to open the panel so that we just have a deliberation, and probably we look forward to see our people getting released before the inquest, and God will help us. So I'm going to start, and I believe the people that I have on the panel are matured. Sorry if I don't call your name, and I want us to do it like this. Please, we just unmute your mic. I will make a submission.
Go ahead, York Daddy.
Yeah, go ahead, madam.
Thank you so much, York Daddy, for another chance to speak on Justice for Mohbad, Free Arifa. I salute all panelists and I salute all commenters. No doubt it's an emotional period. It's traumatic. At the same time, it's therapeutic. Therapeutic in the sense that you find some relief talking about it. Traumatic because it's a weight on your chest. Will this guy get justice? I'm going to take the same route I took on Olori Ebi's platform a few hours ago. And I'm going to use this moment to speak to the heart and soul of all Nigerians, home and abroad. You are abroad 10, 20, 50 years. Some of you have made up your mind you are never going back to that dysfunctional country. Remember, your family is still there in Nigeria. So you can never disconnect yourself from Nigeria. So what I'm going to say concerns you in the diaspora. And it concerns you a lot, those at home. And I'm going to look at three main institutions that we kill ourselves for. We become enemies of ourselves because of these institutions. We are so warped in our thinking when it comes to these institutions. And these institutions don't care about us. As far as you are concerned, you are inconsequential. Political institution, number one. Religious institutions, number two. Traditional institutions, number three. And I'm going to break it down to the best of my ability. And I'll need the help of all panelists and commenters to fill in the blanks, because I'm not going to do this alone. It's collective, so that you can feel the pulse of the moment. In case you are disconnecting yourself from Nigeria, come back home, I did tell you. Political. Ask yourself, how many governors do we have in Nigeria? 36. I can't even count how many senators we have. I can't count how many federal House of Representatives we have. Not to mention those on the state level, at the state level. Not to mention commissioners, councillors, and those in the judiciary. Ask yourself, how many of these people within the political climate has come out openly to say justice for Mohbad? Panelists, commenters, if any of those people have come out to say justice for Mohbad, please put down their name. And if there is none, let me see your response. How many of the 36 governors have come out to say waiting by Mohbad? Be sincere with your answer, because maybe somebody has come out and I never got to see the video. Maybe somebody somewhere, one of the governors, 36 of them, how many don't come out to say we want no waiting kill this boy? How many? So far I've seen like 10 comments saying none. So no governor don't come out. Okay, maybe we have senators. There should be over 300 senators in Nigeria in the House of Senate, earning millions of naira every month. How many senators in Nigeria, apart from the one that visited Mama Mohbad at Lekki, apart from that guy, how many of the senators don't come out to say waiting by this boy? I want to put my weight behind justice for Mohbad. I want to support this movement. How many senators, my people? Maybe one of them don't come out, I don't know. Mention the name. And if there's nobody, I won't see your response. How many federal House of Rep member? How many state House of Rep member? How many people in the judiciary, councillors, don't come out to throw their weight behind this movement, behind Baba Mohbad, saying we will support you to get answers. We will support you to get, to know waiting by your people. Mohbad no die for streets. How many? So you can see from the political climate in Nigeria that you kill yourselves for during election. Some of you still ballot boxes. When it comes to election, some of you will vote along ethnic lines. Na Yoruba, na Igbo, na Hausa. You won't even hold these people accountable for their past deeds. Answers. Nobody was held accountable. Part of you in Team Justice rigged the election for them. Now we don't see the results. None has come to ask for justice for Mohbad. Zero, nada. Political, nobody has come to say we want to know who ended this boy's life in his house. Nobody. When we move to religious institution, where we have Christians, Muslims. I forgot to add the Isheshe, Ibile, when I made my submission in Oloriebi. So let me even talk about churches, Christians and Muslims. I need answers, so make una help me. Like I said, I don't have all the answers, and I don't want to get it wrong. How many general overseers in Nigeria has come out openly? I'm using the word openly, has made a video, has gone on live to ask questions. Who killed Mohbad? How did he die? If there's anybody, please put your name. And if there's nobody, put your response. How many imams, sheikhs have come out to throw their weight behind Team Justice, behind Baba Mohbad, to say we want to know who killed your pikin in Nigeria? All over the country, how many general overseers? How many sheikhs and imams? How many? If you know them, put them, apart from Afan Labib, that gave Gbasgbos to Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Apart from Afan Labib, how many Afas, how many imams, how many sheikhs have come out openly? I'm seeing none from the response from the commenters. And some of you, you can kill yourself for your general overseer. You can kill yourself for your imam, sheikh. They don't care about you. They only care about their tithes and offerings. You become a statistic. So this is a wake-up call for you that carry your GO for head. They can't talk about him. You will come after that person like an hyena. You will come after that person with everything you have, because they talk about your general overseer, because they call out your GO, because they call out your alpha or your sheikh. Hear this and no peace. If you fight tomorrow under any questionable statistics, they won't talk about you. This is a wake-up call for you to use your brain. If you are going to a church and no GO has for one day in the last 7 months even talk about Mohbad on his altar to say we want to know who killed this boy, regardless of their tribe. I'm talking about Nigeria as a whole. Ask yourself, what am I doing in this church? Does this man have a conscience? If you are still going to that mosque and your imam, your sheikh, has not even talked about this issue, ask yourself, is it worth it? These are the people that hold the Bible and the Quran. They speak about love and justice. And for one day, they have never asked for justice for Mohbad. Now, tithe and offering, no. So far, your matter no go affect their tithe and offering. You no concern them. You no concern them. Somebody is saying one pastor in Ogun State. That is fine. If you know the name, put the name there, so that we can exclude him from those who kept quiet. I like that response. If you know the name general overseer, I am limiting it to general overseers, the owners of churches. I'm limiting it to imams, sheikhs that hold onto their mosque. If you know them, put their names so that we can salute their courage. If they have made an open video, share the video so that we can know. Videos like that of Alpha Labib, so that we can remove them from those who kept mute in the day of trouble. Because this is the day of trouble. This is the day of calamity. Mohbad's death has shaken the core and foundation of Nigeria, and the political institution is quiet. The religious institution is quiet. I move on to the traditional, where we have the Obas. Across the 36 states of Nigeria, I'll be interested to know an Oba that has spoken in favor of justice for Mohbad. If you know any Oba, if you know any Emir, if you know any Obi or Mazi, if you know anyone, traditional ruler, that has come out openly, please drop their name, and if there's none, let's know. So that you can begin to ask yourself, these Obas that we hold in high esteem, do we really need to hold them in high esteem when they can't even fight for their own citizens? They cannot even fight for the people they are ruling over in their jurisdiction. Ask yourself sincere questions, my people. Ask yourself. Don't be so tribalistic and egocentric that you cannot ask yourself, has my Oba come out to speak in favor of justice for Mohbad? Has my Emir come out to speak in favor of justice for Mohbad? Has my Obi come out to speak in favor of justice for Mohbad? Ask yourself, dig to ask yourself those questions. Have they come out? If the answer is yes, put the name of your Oba. And if there's no one, let me see your response. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. Line it to Southwest. Let me count them in case I miss a state. I'm coming to Southwest. How many states are in Southwest? We have Ogun State, we have Lagos State, we have Oyo State, we have Osun State, we have Ondo State, that's 5. We have Ekiti, that is 6. Let me add Kwara, Ilorin, that is 7. Kwara State, 7, right? I don't know whether to add Kogi because Kogi na middle belt. So let me stop at that. 7 states make up the Southwest. So we have 7 governors. We also have 7 senators from that region. We have people from the Federal House of Representatives from that region. We have State House of Representatives. We have councillors. We have commissioners. We have those in the judiciary in those 7 states. I bet make I ask you now, how many of these people have come out to throw their weights behind Baba Mohbad? How many of them have come out to support justice for Mohbad? If you know any, I don't mention Ekiti, I don't mention Osun, how many people have come out in favor of justice for Mohbad? If you know any, drop their name. If you know any, drop your name. How many of them? I'm streamlining it to Southwest so that those of you that are so tribalistic, you can begin to think, is it worth it? Those of you that can kill yourself or your governor, you begin to ask yourself, if I pie or any of my picking pie or any of my nation pie, will my governor come out? Ask yourself now. These are sincere questions. Now questions we dey ask. So that when election come next time, you go use your brain vote. You go use your brain campaign. You will hold them accountable for what they've done. We don't hold them accountable. Those are governors. Oh, so we have 7 governors that have gone silent in 7 months. We have commissioners. We have senators, 3 from each state. So 21 senators are quiet in Southwest. We have people in the Federal House of Representatives in the Southwest. All of them quiet. No sound, no noise. And a human being, no be goat, no be animal, died in questionable circumstances, in an open and short case, in a slam dunk case. None of them have come out to say a word. Dead silence. The silence is so loud, you can hear it. Nobody talk. Nobody talk in Southwest. Let's move on to churches in Southwest and mosques in Southwest. And I'm going to limit it to your general overseers in Southwest. And we know that Southwest is majorly Yoruba speaking. So I'm going to limit it to churches that the general overseers are Yorubas. For the sake of time, I will just limit it to denominations that most of you can kill yourself for. I'm using my words carefully because I know that we are so religious with zero godliness in Nigeria. We are so religious with zero godliness. We are religious with zero fear of God. We feel quote scripture from here to tomorrow. We feel recite the Quran off head, but we are godly. We have zero godliness. Zero. So I'm going to limit it to churches in Southwest and mosques in Southwest. Because I'm a Christian, I'm going to call out some denominations. Redeem, Living Faith, MFM, Deeper Life, Celestial Church, Cherubim and Seraphim, those in the Baptist, Anglican. How many of your general overseers have come out boldly to put their weight behind Baba Mohbad to say we will help you get justice for your son? If any of them don't come out, I won't see your comments. Maybe I overlooked it, or maybe I didn't come across the video, or maybe I get the memo. How many? Redeem, has he spoken to say yes, we will get justice for Mohbad? Living Faith, has he spoken to say yes, we want to know who killed Mohbad in his house? MFM, has he spoken to say we want to know how that boy died? Deeper Life, has he spoken that we want to know who killed this boy in his home in Lekki and put him under the staircase? Celestial Church, has he spoken? KNS, Cherubim and Seraphim, has he spoken? Those in the Baptist, CAN, PFN, Southwest, have they spoken? Those in Anglican, have they spoken? And you people can kill yourself for these people. Ẹ lè kú torí wọn gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ jí oyin, ẹ máa wá kọ́nà tẹ̀yìn ni, ẹ máa bùyàn jẹ. So this is a wake-up call for you. If you fall in the category and Nigeria happens to you, what they are doing to Mohbad is what they will do to you. You become a statistic. Nobody talks about you. You become a statistic. These are the people that are only concerned about your tithe and offering. Tithe and offering, you know, I'm a Christian, so I will speak more about my religion. Tithe and offering, you know, they can talk about it for 2-3 hours in a service. But none of them in the last 7 months has spoken in favor of justice for Mohbad. None. None of them had made a video to say we will get justice. Once, if there is a single public holiday, you will have a program on that day. There will be a revival. One of the programs, Sisha. These are people that preach love and justice, togetherness. And they have never put their voice together to say we want to know who killed Mohbad in the last 7 months. My people, like I said, and your heart and soul, for those of you that are so overly religious and you have lost your brain. You can't even think that what happened to Mohbad can happen to anybody. My prayer is that Nigeria will not happen to us. The religious institutions will be found wanting. They will stand for you. Your imam will not stand for you. Your alpha will not stand for you. Your sheikh will not stand for you. Your Jehovah will not stand for you. Elorinyi, use your brain to think. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? These are big churches in Nigeria, Southwest in particular. There's hardly a street you will pass through. You will not see 3 or 4 churches. Minimum. Bó ṣe ń rí church ni wàá máa rí mọ́ṣáláṣí ní street kan. Bó ṣe ń rí church ni wàá máa rí mọ́ṣáláṣí látago 5 wọ́n ti fi fèrè jí ẹ. Kò sórun. Kò sórun. But none of them has come out to speak in favor of justice for Mohbad. I move on to Lagos State. Now there Mohbad pa now. How many? Mohbad, the state governor now, has he come out openly to say I will do everything possible to get justice for Mohbad? Has he even gone to see Baba Mohbad in Ikorodu, the governor of Lagos State? Has he gone there? The 3 senators representing Lagos State, have they come out to say we will do everything possible to unravel how Mohbad died? Those representing Federal House of Rep of Lagos State, has any of them come out to say we want to know how Mohbad died? Those in the state legislatures in Lagos State, have they come out to say we want to know how Mohbad died? Those in the judiciary, state judiciary in Lagos State, have they come out to say, we want to know how Mohbad died? Silence, my people. Silence. Deafening silence. Loud silence. Silence everywhere in Lagos State. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ má dira o. Na sample be this. Na sample they show you. We don't matter. Just like your daddy said, or somebody said in the comment section, we are in a country with zero empathy. We are in a country that the leaders don't listen to their people. Religious leaders, traditional leaders, the political leaders. This is a wake-up call for all of us. Ask yourself, how many homicide cases has happened under the watch of Sanwo-Olu? And how many homicide cases has he solved? How many? How many? How many? And during the last election, some of you rigged the election for these people. Some of you campaigned for these people without looking at their past antecedents, just because they are Yoruba, just because Tiwani. We can see the result now. We can see the result. Will Mohbad get justice? I'm positive that Mohbad will get justice. And I want to speak with the Oba that his name is in the petition. I will just say, Oba, remember Pharaoh. Remember Pharaoh. Remember Pharaoh. If you don't know the story of Pharaoh, talk to the Christians that are your friends. Let them take you to the scriptures. Read about Pharaoh. Read about Pharaoh and the plagues that befell him. Read about how God humbled Pharaoh. Pharaoh burú. Ó dẹ̀ ní àyà líle. A dẹ̀ ti rí pé ẹ̀yin gan ní àyà líle. Ẹ̀ ń lu agbára yẹn gan. Kò sẹ́ni tí mi ò lè gbé. Ọba, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ kí yín o. Mi ò dẹ̀ rí yín fín. Ẹ lọ wo ìtàn, ẹ lọ ka ìtàn Pharaoh. Bọ́lá òun ṣe bí ọṣẹ ṣe ń ṣojú. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Mohbad died in your territory. Kí lẹ ṣe? Mohbad died in your territory. Ọba nìyí now. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ láwọn ìjòyè? Ẹ láwọn òsì ọba. Ẹ láwọn ọ̀tún ọba. Ẹ ní balógun. Ẹ ní aṣípa. Ẹ ní ìyálóde. Wọn ò bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọba. Ẹ ṣá ń gbọ́. Ẹ ṣá mọ Mohbad. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ wọn. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ ọmọ tí Wùnmí gbé dání. Ọba kí lẹ ṣe? Ṣé tí ẹ jáde wípé mo fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pa Mohbad? Did you do any video? Did you come out openly to address your subjects? Within your territory, they ended Mohbad's life. Ọba kí lẹ ṣe? À ń wò yín. Bí ọba ayé ṣe ń wò yín náà ni ọba ọ̀run ń wò yín. Ọlọ́run wò yín. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má gbàgbé ọba Pharaoh. Pharaoh, ẹ burú tó Pharaoh now. Ẹ burú tó Pharaoh. Ẹ tún rántí Nebuchadnezzar. Ẹ ní káwọn ọ̀rẹ́ yín ṣí Bible kẹ́ẹ̀ka story Nebuchadnezzar. Ìtọ́lọ́hun fi ojú ẹ̀ ṣe ní ọdún 7. Tọ́lọ́hun sọ di ẹran. Kó tó júbà wípé Ọlọ́run kan wà. Ọba ẹ rọra tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ ti gbé Arífá. Agbọ́pẹ́ tún ti gbé Veron. Wọ́n lọ́wọ́ yín wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Àlẹ́jì ni o. Torí kò ní bàjẹ́ tí ẹ ti sọ, ó ti sọ jáde. Ó lóun bá yín ṣiṣẹ́. So kò ní bàjẹ́ tí róòbù yín. Ó lé ẹjọ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Mo dẹ̀ sọ pé fídíò kò ní bàjẹ́ tí kàn yín lára ọba. Petition orúkọ yín wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Olóògbé kọ orúkọ yín sí. Wípé Sam Larry, Obele àti Elele pé tán bá ti ń nà òun orúkọ yín ni wọ́n ń dá. Ẹ máa dáhùn petition ọba. Ẹ dáhùn. Ẹ ṣe bí ẹni pé ẹ gbọ́. Nígbà tẹ́ jáde gan ẹ sọ wípé ẹ mọ Sam Larry. Bọ̀ ẹ sọ wípé ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ̀ ń ran níṣẹ́. Ẹ dẹ̀ dárúkọ Obele. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Elele. Ẹ ṣe Elele ni àti ẹmọ́ bá ṣe máa pè é. Ẹ dárúkọ àwọn méjèèjì tó kù. and you never answer the petition. Ọba ẹ rọra tẹ́lẹ̀, ọba ọ̀run wò yín, ọba ọ̀run wò yín, ẹ rọra lu agbára, ẹ rọra lu agbára. Kò ní bàjẹ́ lòun bá yín ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ dẹ̀ ti gbé Veron. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbé ní Lekki àti Island, tẹ́ bá sùn ẹ má dijú o, torí ẹ̀yin gan ẹ̀ safe. Tẹ́ bá sùn ẹ má dijú, torí Mohbad kú. Ọba agbègbè ẹ̀gan ò sọ anything nípa ẹ̀. Bóyá wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́la o, a sì ń retí kọ́ba sọ̀rọ̀, a lè sọ. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he will speak tomorrow. Maybe he will search his conscience and turn his ways and go the right way. Oba, you can still do right. It's not late. You can still do right. You can toe the path of justice. Èèyàn ló kú kì í ṣẹran. We are only asking simple question. Arifa, Veron, Westo, tó ti di fugitive. They are only asking simple questions. The same question I am asking. The same question the panelists are asking. The same question commenters are asking. The same question millions of people across the globe are asking. And what is that question? Who killed Mohbad? Ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́ta ni. 3 questions, Ọba. Who killed Mohbad? Ẹ bá wa fohùn yín tẹ̀lé. Àwọn ọba tó wà lÉkòó náà, ṣèbá alọ́ba lÉkòó, alọ́ba ní Badagry, alọ́ba ní ọba of Lagos, alọ́ba lágége, alọ́ba ní Kòròdú. Ẹ tún wá bá mi dárúkọ àwọn ọba tó bá wà lÉkòó. Ṣé bá wà lÉkòó, kò sí tó sọ̀rọ̀ nínú wọn. Kò sí tó sọ̀rọ̀ nínú wọn. Nigerians, I'm speaking to your soul. This is the level Nigeria has degenerated to. This is where we have found ourselves. Nigeria is the most populous black nation in the world. But look at where we are. A country with zero empathy from our leaders. It's a wake-up call. It's sad. But I am positive we will get justice for Mohbad. And I'm going to lend my voice to York Daddy. Gbogbo àwọn tó lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú Mohbad. Gbogbo ń tẹ́ bá ní, ó máa wọlẹ̀ lójú yín ni. Àti ìwọ tó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ tó sọ fún. Àti ìwọ tó gbé àṣẹ jáde wípé ẹ lọ pa. Àti ìwọ tẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn tẹ́ mẹ́mí ẹ̀ lọ. Àti ìwọ tó mọ̀ tó gbé Mohbad sá lọ. Gbogbo anything tẹ́ bá kójọ àmọ́ yín o, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ mọ́ra yín. Ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run á mú yín. Gbogbo ń tẹ́ bá kójọ ẹ máa gbé sí ni. Ẹ lè escape ẹ. Ẹ pa ọmọ carpenter. Ẹ gbàgbé pé Jésù gan ọmọ carpenter ni. Mohbad is not an ordinary child. Tó bá mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́mọ lẹ́ni. Kò ń ṣọmọ lásán. Ó wá ṣiṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run rán ni bọ̀ kò pẹ́. Ó kú at the age of 26. Jésù was crucified at 33. Kí ni yàtọ̀? 7 years ló làwọn. Mysteriously, ẹ̀gbẹ́ ni wọ́n ti gún Jésù tẹ́ bá ka Bible. And Mohbad was stabbed, courtesy of her mother or of his mother. Ó sọ fún wa wípé wọ́n gún ni. So tẹ́ bá mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wípé wọ́n stab Mohbad, ṣaṣangele màmá ẹ̀ ti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé wọ́n gún ni. Ó ní Jòsí ló ní kán lọ gún ẹ pa. So tẹ́ bá gbé autopsy report yín wá lÉkòó, a fẹ́ rí stab wounds lára ẹ̀. Torí màmá ẹ̀ ti sọ wípé wọ́n gún ni. Wọ́n gún ni, ẹ̀gbẹ́ náà ti gún ni, ọrùn ni wọ́n ti gún ni, aṣáfẹ́ rí stab níbẹ̀. So bí wọ́n ṣe gún Jésù náà ni wọ́n gún Mohbad. Nigerians home and abroad, I'm speaking to your soul and mind. This is the country where you come from. There's no way you can disconnect yourself from Nigeria. You can see for yourself, politically, religiously, traditionally. We score 0 lágbà. Odo lágbà. Torí àwọn tó ń rúlu wa, they don't care about us. I yield the mic, York Daddy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Crunchy Queen. That's I've always said you're one of the strong voice in this justice for Mohbad. There was so much respect And each time you come up and speak, it's always something new. This whole system, it is very sad. The summary of what Country Queen said tonight is that the whole system, the whole body failed this guy. The whole body. How I wish when this guy died, all the churches came together and they were so interested and said, you know what? We are going to stand for this guy. And all these big churches that we've mentioned, all of them are saying what happened to this guy. Imagine the likes of the general overseer standing up and they are going to meet a governor. That we are interested in this boy. What happened to him? Imagine where we'll have been in this case. Imagine the general overseers that of our churches that presidents will kneel down before them. Governor come for what is but it is sad. So sad. So sad. It is sad. What a country. What a country. I'm not going to bore us tonight. Let me get straight up to, after Country Queen, let me go to, who is the next person? I think Yetunde Ada. Yetunde Ada, MS Fisayo, Gislover, the Royal Schema, Olaide, and Adiola. If what's the name? If Yetunde is not there, please MS Fisayo, kindly unmute your mic and make your contribution, please. MS Fisayo, if he's not there, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night for those who are going to sleep. Justice for Mohbad, no retreat, no surrender. Nigeria, my country. Yoruba, my tribe. I'm embarrassed. I'm heartbroken. This is one of the saddest case that's actually happened to Nigeria, and especially affected Nigeria, Yoruba, and the whole world, and also Africa as well. When I see Mohbad picture, I'm sad. Like, I know him, but I don't. I'm sad that this happened to Mo. That somebody or some people or group of people decided to take your life, take your precious life, when you was just blossoming into a beautiful butterfly that you was meant to be, and then they decided to just take you off, to turn off your glorious lights. I'm speechless, because like country queen said, Nigeria is a country where it's just full of humans just in a country. The population is insane. It's crazy. Nigeria is so popular. We always use this term in the UK, Nigeria to the world. Nigeria is Africa. Nigeria is just everywhere. Especially as Yoruba, we're very proud. But I'm not proud to be part of Nigeria. I'm not proud to be a Yoruba. That this happened. This is going on in our face in 5K HD, high definition. This is a murder case. Mo was unalived. Mo was embarrassed. They embarrassed this boy when he was alive, when he was dead, inside, and they buried him inside a shoebox. I don't call that a coffin, I call it a shoebox. Because what did he do? Why did you take his life? What did he actually do? Who says you can take someone's life. I think it's due to jealousy, and they saw him coming. They saw his hard work. Everything was making sense, and they decided to cut his life. For what? And like Country Queen said, sorry, for those who knew that he was going to die, you did not protect him. You did not tell him, listen, you need to pack your bags and leave Nigeria because it's not safe for you. But they didn't. They stood behind, and they succeed. The killers succeeded what they wanted to what the plan was. And how can you kill somebody and just move on with your life? Adura, how can you, as a brother, I doubt you're even his blood brother, how can you wear your brother's clothes? How can you stay in his house? How can you lay in that house and continue with life like nothing happened? And Wumi, how can you move on with life? How could you celebrate a birthday? I already know Liam is not for Mohbad. I don't care what anybody says. It's not for Mohbad. It's crystal clear, because I don't know who she was singing to. I don't know who she was performing to, because that song that Mo wrote was a song to tell us what he was going through. And the so-called ex-girlfriend was singing it like it was nothing. But Mo wrote that song when he was in pain, when they were trying to take his life, and they did. Again, Nigeria, you guys need to wake up. You guys need to wake up. You don't need to be rich to be able to fight for your rights. You need to, even if you're nobody, if you don't have money, you need to be able to fight for your rights. The oppression has been going on for too long. For those who are fighting for justice, and now I've now been detained. For what? There's no freedom of speech. They can't vocalize how they feel. They can't ask questions on what happened. Who unalive Mo? What did he do? Like, what did he actually do? And who are they? Who are they who unalived him? It's so sad. 7 people living in a house, your breadwinner was feeding you, he was looking after you guys cannot, well, not even one can come out and say. But then again, I don't think they will, because their life, they don't care about Mohbad, they don't care about him, they care about their life. They're not willing to sacrifice their life for another life. Their life is just as precious as Mohbad. If you know life is precious, then why would you take another life? A life that you did not create, a life that is not yours. Why would you do that? So I don't think they will come out because they're coward, they're scared, and they're nobody. Because of Mohbad, we know who his mom is, his brother, his auntie, his so-called girlfriend. We don't even know who these people were if it wasn't for Mohbad. But I'm standing for, of course, Mr. Aloba, the best dad, the dad that a lot of us wish we had, a dad who was also a mother, even though it's hard to be both parents. Okay, unfortunately, let's give flowers to the dad who can also, play both roles. It's not easy, being both, being, a mother or being a father. It's not easy, and his dad, did that. Mo was always showed love to his dad, and again, that song was for his dad. He's sorry. I just wish that Mohbad, in the beginning says, this song is for my dad. Dad, I'm sorry. He said it. It was telling us his story of what he went through, what he